Hi, I am Patrick. This is Eric. Together we just got played. We were at the Cloak and Blaster on a Tuesday night. We just got done playing Gravwell, one of Eric's favorite games, actually.
It's a bold statement.
Is it true?
Yes.
Join us for one of Eric's favorite games. Eric.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about Gravwell. In fact, you could tell us about the whole thing because there's not a lot to it.
Okay. Well, that was almost kind of mean.
You proved me wrong.
All right. So Gravwell, you are a bunch of spaceships trying to escape a singularity and get to the warp gate. Whoever gets to the warp gate first wins, or whoever gets closest to the warp gate in 6 rounds wins. The game is played over 6 rounds. There will be a draft at the beginning of the round of cards. So for a 2-player game, I would deal out 6 piles of cards of 2 cards, one face down, one face up. And then we will alternate taking these cards in a draft, and that will form a hand of 6 cards for each of us. You have 6 cards, I have 6. I know 3 of the cards you took, you know 3 of the cards I took, but then 3 of the cards are face down, so you got that hidden. On your turn, you will play a card face down, and then we will reveal them and activate them in alphabetical order, and you will move according to the type of card that you played. And there are 3 types of cards. And you've got green cards, purple cards, and blue cards. The green cards move your ship towards the closest object. So, I don't know how well this is going to show up on camera, but this yellow ship right here, the closest ship is this derelict ship here. So if I played a 9, I would move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 forward. But if I were in front of this, so I've got Patrick's ship all the way up here, and then this ship is closest to me. If I played this card, I would actually move backwards 9 spaces because this is the closest thing to me, so I move towards it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You also have these purple repulsor cards. They do the opposite of these green cards. They actually push you away from the closest object to you. And then you have these blue cards. I forget exactly what they're called, but there's only 2 of them in the deck. And they pull everything towards you a certain number of spaces. It's either 3 or 2, depending on which card you get. So your ship actually stays stationary and everything else pulls towards you. So there's this really interesting kind of having to slingshot past objects, trying to guess what order players are going to play cards in, because there is only one of each number, so there's 20, or one of each letter. There are 26 cards in the deck, A through Z. So if you get the A and you know you've got the A in your hand, playing that, you're guaranteed to go first. If you get the Z, you're guaranteed to go last. And I mean, and that's the game. There's this cool little distribution chart here that shows you that there are majority green cards, there are 4 purple cards, and there's 2 blue cards in the deck. So
That'd be it.
That'd be it.
If there's one thing that you like the most about Gravwell, and I know you like a lot about it.
I do. I like this game a lot.
Yeah, you do.
The thing that I like most about Gravwell is that I got to play it with you. But the thing that I like most about Gravwell, I actually
When
really...
You're not playing with me.
No, that's...
I
do enjoy playing with you. So when I'm not playing with you, the thing that I enjoy the most about Gravwell is I really like the puzzle of the alphabetical turn order on the cards. That, like, I really like taking the A cards and I really like taking the Z cards because I'm at least guaranteed some control over my destiny in that. Like, the M cards, like, this little distribution chart's kind of neat and it shows you, but, like, the M card is huge. It's like a 10 move. But M is right in the middle of the alphabet, so you have no real idea when you're actually going to get to move. And
so having the A and the Z almost eliminates that fear of I'm about to play this card, but if it acts before you, then I could slingshot backwards. Like it really could throw you way off. So it gives you eliminates that last little bit of fear.
Exactly. So what would you say you liked most about Gravwell?
I like a lot about it, but I would have to say the way this game ties into its theme and its mechanisms are absolutely fantastic for me. You've got these fuel cards that you're using to fire yourself up, but it's got more to do with gravitational pull, and I know it's not scientific, but it really does feel immersively like I'm gonna slingshot past this guy and it's gonna shoot me way beyond. But if not, the closest thing that's got density, I'm gonna get sucked back towards that. I think it's tied very, very, very well to its theme, and I love it when a game is married like that and it really functions well, and I think it lends itself to immersivity, and which I don't get very often with games, at least in my opinion, and I play a whole ton of games. This one does that for me, and I love it.
Yeah.
What about you? If you had to pick the thing that you like the least, it's tough for you, I know. You wept when I told you had to pick something.
It is.
You gonna take a pass, or one pass, and all of the filming of just got
all
played.
of the filming of
You
just
get
got played.
One pass.
The thing that I like the least about this game.
Just playing with you.
I'd say sometimes just the randomness of some of the face down cards can really bite. You know, it's nice because I can see what they were doing. It reduces the analysis paralysis of trying to keep track of exactly what cards everybody took and knowing, well, I know they took the D card and I know they've also got the F card, so I need to play this because they've already played the F card, so I know they got the D card, and you know, the 3 up, 3 down is kind of nice. But I could see where that kind of bites because, I mean, my last hand, I drafted cards and I ended up with all green cards. I mean, statistically, it makes sense that it would happen that way, but every round, I think I at least had a repulsor in my hand until that very last round, and I end up with all green cards, and kind of bit me in the ass.
I'm sorry about the ass biting. It wasn't my fault.
So what would you say you disliked?
Very hard for me as well, because I think the game is very, very solid. I enjoyed it. It plays short, it's fun, it's relatively light. I think it's married to its theme. Those are all great things. I guess if I had to pick one thing, I would guess it would be the artwork, and not. And there's some really cool stuff.
You don't know?
Well, it's difficult for me to pick anything because
Okay.
there's nothing I really dislike. But if I have to pick something that I like the least, I guess it would be the artwork. The graphic design, I think, is really solid too. This little graph bar, immediately as soon as I saw that and you told me how it functioned, I'm like, oh, that's genius. I really like the way that works. The design of the ships, maybe a little lackluster. There's not really much to them, and it looks like they just cut off the back wings of an F-16. But I think that's it. It's maybe the artwork, not the graphic design, but maybe the artwork itself. Just because I thought they could put some cool-looking spaceships in the background instead of just regular
maybe the board could be neater.
I don't know. It's functional. It works well. It's not ugly. It's very difficult for me to say something I dislike. But if there's something I like the least, it's going to be the artwork, I guess.
That's fair.
Not very, because everything else is so amazing about the game. So I don't think it is fair. But I'm Patrick. That is Eric. This is the Cloak and Blaster.
Yep. And we just got played.
Thank you for watching Gravwell by Cryptozoic, I think, right?
Yep, Cryptozoic.
Yeah, we had to check the boxes over there. Come back and watch us again. I plan on gaining more weight, so I'll have more gravity.
Me too.
So we shouldn't.
We shouldn't. But I'm gonna.
Are you really?
Just the way it works. Yep, I'm planning on it.
I do like cheese.
It's a goal now. I've set it on camera.
Maybe you'll fail at your goal.
You know what I also really liked about this, though, and I forgot to mention that, is I like the first player.